Chisha. I love their food so much. Yummy, yummy. Hello? Are you with me? You seem a bit distracted. With so much delicious food right in front of you, aren't you gonna try any? Well, if you're not interested, I'll gobble it all up. You've been absent-minded the whole day. Still bothered by that dream from last night? Wait, so you had a dream about the Sentinel? Like the one from your flashback when we saw the Sentinel statue after you lost your memory? Hang on, so let me get this straight. The Sentinel swooshed you off to a mountain shaped like a dragon, and then there were all these bad things going on, with lots and lots of tacit discords. But the how exactly did it protect everyone again? Oh, in your dream it made the time different there.
Yeah. The time in the mountains seemed to have slowed down from the outside, away from the tacit discords. The Sentinel must have created a barrier by manipulating the flow of time, keeping those monsters out. It was a safe haven from all the disturbances caused by the tacit discords, where people lived peacefully. Also, in my dream, I wasn't affected by the slow time and could freely move in and out of the barrier.
It's no shock that you have awesome powers, being friends with me. What was that place you dreamed about called?
I'm not entirely sure I heard it correctly, but in my dream, the Sentinel mentioned a place called Mount Firmament.
Mount Firmament? Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Mount Firmament? And I'm sure you're not from around here.
Huh? Hold on!
Oh my! Did that echo just talk?
Come on, man. I heard there's a country called... Oh, legends say. I've never actually heard. If you're curious, just head...
The southeast. The past few days, especially this morning, I caught this unique smell from the... It's like a strong energy pulsing. Could it have anything to do with what...
I had a flashback about seeing their Sentinel. I can feel an unknown... Jinshi said she'll go search for the Sentinel and up, but so far, I've not heard anything from the City Hall yet.
Then shall we go check it out together?
Abby, are you getting sleepy again?
Let me take a quick nap. Holler and I'll be...
Greetings, Rover. What can I help you with today? I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the city. In fact, we have not heard back from her for days. Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. When we captured Scar, he claimed that the Praxidus had imprisoned our... It was around the same time that Madam Magistrate... If our Sentinel is truly in danger, or if In order to investigate the Sentinel's whereabouts, Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament. The looming threat of the Threnodian discouraged any additional diversion. Madam Magistrate trusts you. However, the landscape around... Currently, she's likely at the ferry terminal in Wine... To learn more about Mount Firmament, you can meet her at the ferry. I trust Madam This worry about her safety won't leave me. In her last video message, I could tell she seemed weaker than usual. Madam Magistrate's situation... Rover, Mount Firmament. I have sent the coordinates to your terminal. Thank you for your kind...
I'm listening. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? It doesn't. Of course you can. And don't... What?
Let's head to the ferry. Mount Firmament. Our Wayfinder should have plenty information to share. Leave it to me.
Are you trapped here by the rain? No need for thanks. We're about to embark on a journey together, Rover. I am Chun-Li, your Wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond it. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking upon his return home, that mountain was a secret realm where Mount Firmament is such a place. But unlike this folktale, if I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving, reflecting the actual time that is passed outside. Not to mention, the situation on Mount Firmament right now is probably even more. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. If the Fractsidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that lifespan is not the top of my concerns. Jinshi has stayed on Mount Firmament. She doesn't. Before Jinshi left, those signs point. That's why I must lead you there. You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose. It's no surprise that you went to City Hall for answers, considering your memory loss and Jinshi's prolonged absence. I need to tell you the truth, because that overseer, it's a clear sign that your involvement. Records at the Grand Library tell a tale of someone who dared to enter Mount Firmament. And here before me, is it you? It took me, Rover, the jerk. As your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your destination. The rain is subsiding, and the sky will... It's time for us to head. We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pounce. The bridge has broken. Judging by its design and intricate details, it must be a creation of the Court of Savante. This is what they call a chronosorter. My master once told me about the Court of Savante and their fearless quest. Their But why hasn't this brilliant... This chronosorter was built beyond... But even if they died, there are countless... Or do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, Weathered though it may appear, bears no signs of neglect. Let's give it a try.
Weren't they concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination? Rover, it's the Fraccidus.
Ready for battle. Unstoppable. Tell truth from facade.
The Fraccidus. It's them again.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier. Specific step. Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy. Once we reach the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
So it can't hurt me.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what we call temporal disruptions. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen in time, while others speed up or slow down unpredictably. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament, but aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown fate that awaits. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. Such is the power of time within its walls. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our sentinel. I had wished that my theories would turn out. As expected, my terminal isn't working. The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning. We need to hurry to Hongzhen, a town nestled at the heart of Mount Firmament. Jinshi would likely pass through there on her search for the Sentinel.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Cheng-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I... What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongzhen? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts over a century ago. A vast horde. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect. Rover, perhaps that dream is... It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding... Hongzhen is a pivotal look, but every trap has its weak points. Someone has used their resonance ability here, and it seems like she used it in a dire. The traces lead deeper into the heart of... Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard...
Traces and... Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. Her trip... Using her resonance ability too much would only worsen her but she must have had a reason. Was she helping the people of Hongzhen find refuge?
Changli, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
The traces disappear by the pond.
Rover, the vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi.
Relax, there are honored guests. No? In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all this time.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself with the matters beyond Hongzhen. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young sir? What shall I call you? My name is Xinyi. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now. That's what they call it in Hongzhen.
Lady Xingyi.
Madam Magistrate?
I'm fine. How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can... Lady Xingyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was last seen. I can only fix the temporal disruption with... Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Huanglong Chamber. But little did they know, we had a defense system in place. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops. And to get inside Huanglong Chamber, We have to find the cipher key in Truth Seeker's Pass.
Understood. I will...
You are injured. Please.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. You must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Yes.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed... I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not surprised to hear it. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation with it about this prophecy.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our Sentinel? The Huanglong chamber was once renovated by the court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Huanglong chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must. Rover and I are headed to the Truth Seeker's Pass to meet up with Jingxi.
And the locals will handle... I will send some men to open up the side exit.
Thank you, Lady Xingyi.
In this place she was born. And in this...
Did Xingyi and Jinxi know each other?
Jinxi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability, and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress her true nature from a young age. Thinking back, Jinxi was only a teenage girl when she became the magistrate. She has been burdened with unimaginable weight that most cannot fathom.
I assume this...
Yes, this should be another... The end... We will need to break the... Nothing. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless... We need to focus on...